Oh, what would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Abortion is dead. Gun control is also dead. Fuck libtards. Fuck conservatives. Finally have something to smile about today, huh? What a fucking day for the court. After years and years and years of illegally legislating from the bench with a fucking libtard supermajority, propping up the fucking crypt keeper, the notorious RBJ, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, as she's dying of terminal cancer on the bench just to try to stop people from getting the Constitution back. Well, after years of just saying the sky is falling, the roof is burning, we're all gonna die, there's a little bit of light in the darkness. Not everything is shit. Not every politician is trying to steal everything away from us while they live corrupt lives. Andrew Gillum, who came within 0.5% of the vote in the state of Florida, nearly beating out legendary hero Ron DeSantis, but his running opponent there in the election, a lot of people forget, was being hailed as the next Barack Obama, eventually found somehow overdosed on meth to the point of being unresponsive. I don't even know how that works when you're taking the strongest stimulant known to man that tends to keep people up for weeks, that you could just pass out in a pool of vomit in a room with 2 gay prostitutes with blood and shit on the bed. Yeah, that guy's getting charged with 21 felonies. I just heard about that this week as well. Wow, what a day. And now I'm about to go out to my favorite bar and restaurant to eat really good Americanized sushi and drink beer on draft. I'm happy today. It's not every day I get to show up here with a big shit-eating grin on my face and say that not everything is shit. But as much as I'm usually out here being angry, because that's what you guys like and that's what I have the most fun doing, sometimes it's hard to be angry when it's easier to feel depressed and a little bit black-pilled. But even though, as I've always said, save your money. Don't do what I'm about to do just because I have a family and friends visiting and pay some stupid money on sushi and beer. But if for any reason your belt is pretty tight, and honestly mine's probably going to be pretty soon, be sure to take care of yourselves. But if there's an investment that you should make, maybe, consider invoking your constitutional right to carry and possess firearms. Unless you're like a felon. You should do that. You should take advantage of that right, so long as it exists. Now, I can't tell you what exactly I was afraid of, whether it was protesters or government agents or perhaps oncoming war with China or Russia that caused me to become one of the many, many people in 2020 who took advantage of jumping on a craze of purchasing firearms. But I can tell you that it was just the principle that an ounce of preparedness is worth a pound of pain later. There is no reason not to be a gun owner. And the only thing gun control laws affect is the ability of lawful citizens to resist criminals who would obey no gun control law that you put in place or did not. In fact, in the United States, we live in a country where if you control for ethnic gun crime and remove that from the statistics, the white population of America has a gun violence rating roughly commensurate with fucking Sweden. It's not us that are the problem. No matter how many times a Democrat lies and says that white supremacist terrorism is what's ruining the country, it's simply not true. It's ethnic gun crime, meaning people who are not white. Sorry. And next, something that affects all races pretty much equally. Abortion's done for. I have many friends, some of which are pretty right-wing, who are just pro-choice as the day is long. And I've had discussions with them that got a little bit heated on their side, and all I just say is the same thing over and over again. I don't understand the logic of saying that a fetus is only a human being if the mother wants it. If you shoot a pregnant woman and kill her, you get charged not with one, but 2 homicides. But if that mother herself chooses to abort that child, to kill it, that's not murder at all. Well, this didn't exactly do away with abortion, but what it did do away with was the federal position that the federal government never should have been allowed to make, and it was one of the foremost of many, many, many situations of the Supreme Court legislating new law from the bench. There is no part of the 14th Amendment that has anything to do with your ability to kill your unborn child. All right? And now that that's over and done with, it's up to the states. And no matter how many times leftists try to prop up abortion as one of their biggest, most important things that people rally around, really it's a niche issue. Okay, most people either want to have no opinion at all, or they're very tentatively pro-choice, or they're tentatively pro-life, but it's something they don't want to think about because they manage to not have unwanted pregnancies. We live in a world where contraception, there's many different ways. There's male-dependent contraception, condoms, there's vasectomies, there's hysterectomies, okay? And not to mention that birth control's been more available and cheaper than ever. It comes in multiple forms, including a shot that you can take at the doctor's office once every 6 months, a fire and forget form of contraception that's more effective than the pill. I believe it's called the Depo-Provera shot. Take advantage of this shit, okay? There are so many people who manage to not have pregnancy be an issue, okay? Your pull-out game may be great, but it's dangerous, and you shouldn't depend on it to not have unwanted children. And if you think that your only recourse is, oh, I don't want to have maternity leave, or oh, I don't want to go through adoption process, I just want to get this done with now. Even if you're one of those people the liberals hold up, and I've met these people, they exist, where they're married or in a long-term relationship, they already have 1 or 2 kids, and they don't want a third. Yeah, get your contraception in order. I'm sorry. It's your responsibility to not have unwanted children. So, I hereby declare, hose, keep thy legs closed. That is my ruling. Thanks for watching.